anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Saints going up against the Buccaneers. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now we look at Jameis Winston. He takes the field, and these Bucs coming off a big win on the road. Fourth win in a row as they defeated San Diego in Week 13, Charles. And a touchdown and interception, 280 yards in that game for Jameis Winston.
And let's face it, partner, it is tough to win in the NFL. I don't care who you're playing. But in those 4 wins that you just referenced, they beat Seattle at home, they beat Kansas City on the road, and I thought this past win over San Diego, that's what we call a gut check win. That's a game that you should win, but it's difficult to do on the road, and they got it done. So one more time, in Tampa, you know what they're saying? Hashtag, we believe in Jameis.
Surveying the field. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Paul Kruger in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Second down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Winston. Complete, he finds Bray. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Donnell Ellerbe with the tackle. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
From day one in the NFL, Jerry's Bird has been an interception machine, and now he's added excellent tackling and range to his game.
Now Jameis on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Let's go. Wait, 52. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on third down. A dump off to Sims. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Back to the ground, Martin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down, Martin. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And for Martin, a little underwhelming in his performance against San Diego. Got 17 carries, but 45 yards. Did have a touchdown, but only a second of the year.
But one thing you do know, Brandon, the top running backs in the NFL are like high-performance vehicles, aren't they? And Doug Martin had a setback, had the hamstring injury, still rounding into form. But they actually need him to channel what Jacquizz Rodgers did for them earlier this year. Remember, we had back-to-back 100-yard games? For them to go as far as they want to make the playoffs and maybe even beyond, they'll need that Doug Martin back, the one who can give them 100-yard games on the ground.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So New Orleans gets set to go on offense. Drew Brees, who's just 184 yards from 65,000 in his career after throwing for 326 in Week 13. But no touchdowns, 3 interceptions in that game.
Those are the numbers that stand out to me because the 326, I hate to say it, but almost feels like normal. But 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Drew Brees is very good with the football, very accurate. And the 0 touchdowns broke a streak of 60 straight games at home in which he threw a touchdown pass.
They come out here in the eye. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
On second down, Ingram. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Quan Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Breeze. Deep drop. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, last week we praised Mark Ingram for a big game against the Rams, 146 and a touchdown, 37 yards on just 7 carries this past week, though.
Yeah, the key was 7 carries. So that tells you that New Orleans was playing from behind the whole game, had to do the chasing, and they couldn't put the ball in Ingram's chest as much as they normally do. That's a big-time drop in production, but he knows how to bounce back.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The stop made by the Bucs' leading tackler in 2015, Levante David.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We get a look at the Saints' defense as they file into position. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. They start the drive with Martin. It's a room to maneuver. And a cut to the left sideline. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, 75 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now New Orleans will get another chance on offense, averaging just under 29 points a game, second most in the league, but held to 13 in Week 13.
That's so unusual, as we well know, because their offense is used like a lot of teams use defense, to keep you in games. You're never out of a game in New Orleans because of their offense. Look at how they've lost some this year. A couple of games they've lost by 3 points. They've lost by 1, by 2, by 6. They're in every game because of their ability to generate throws downfield.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans first down. For the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right. Yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still 2nd down.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a man who who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go again with Hightower. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Tampa Bay heading back out for an offensive series. And we were talking about this before the game off air, Charles. So many injuries to this offense this year. The latest occurrence against the Chargers in Week 13, Cecil Shorts, he's now gone.
Another wide receiver hurt because, remember, Vincent Jackson, their number 2 receiver, was hurt earlier this year. So they've had to make a lot of adjustments, a lot of attention on Mike Evans, their top receiver, one of the best ones in the game. But guys like Adam Humphries have come along and given them quality play. And Jaquiz Rodgers really held the fort for them while they were waiting to get Doug Martin back.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
They run it again with Martin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. He'll get the football here. Oh, he shifts past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. One quarter in the books. 10-zip our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out here in the I. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Saints are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They come up in an offset I. Again, it's Martin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. Ingram again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He dumps it down to Ingram. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
We've got a 3rd and 11. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing, Winston. A dump off to Sims. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Week 13 against the Lions for Cooks. He hauled in 7 catches for 73 yards.
And those numbers look pretty good because the week before, 0 catches, and that really bothered Brandon Cooks because he burns to be one of the best receivers in the game, and he doesn't care if they double or triple him. He still thinks he should get the football. But in this game, he only had 2 catches until the 4th quarter. So they did a nice job of bottling him up again.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Finding time. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jordan McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tim Hightower, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Winston. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Breeze to throw on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete to Flainer. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. Now, and he fires one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever, because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He's got time. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And what about some division race talk while we have a second? 3 really close ones. NFC South, AFC North, all log jams at the top.
I'll start with the AFC North. Baltimore and Pittsburgh both at 7-5. Baltimore holds a tiebreaker by virtue of their win over Pittsburgh. They play again on Christmas Day. How about the NFC South? Atlanta and Tampa Bay, both 7-5. They've split their season series, and Atlanta holds a tiebreaker right now with a better divisional record. These races are going down to the wire.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. Look at the dance and the juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Breeze now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers trail at home at halftime. The Saints have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll those highlights. 1st and 10. Martin's got fantastic blocking up front, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Offense out now following the interception, pushing the lead to 10. Catch is made after a quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. Saints take it at the 6, cutting the deficit to 3. Hightower is going to stay inside after the handoff, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. Saints go up by 4. Now 1st and 10. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and nobody can stop them on this long touchdown. The Saints push their lead to 11. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. For the second half, let's get cross-state to Tampa as we check back in with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. After that incompletion, I got to ask you, did you watch the Madden Classic this last weekend?
How could you miss it? You had to watch that one. How about Spot Me Please, a.k.a. Taylor Robertson from West Virginia over D. Jones 17-3 in the final? That was a terrific, terrific matchup. But for me, watching it, I felt the intensity. It felt like the NFL playoffs, and the finals felt like the NFL Super Bowl. The broadcast quality was tremendous.
Yeah, it was a big deal. How about Spot Me Please after sounding like a coach said, very thankful there was a lot of good competition. I was fortunate to come out on top.
Yeah, when you get the big check, you have a chance to be real humble about it. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Breeze to throw on second down. And Thomas has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle to Jarris Boyd there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's the option going right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Nick Fairley's on his game, he is your prototypical defensive tackle who can make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
34, eyes on 34. Ready, blue ready.
On 3rd down, Winston going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 down, check, 4 down. Ready, yellow lady, shot.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On the carry, it's Kuhn, the fullback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On the carry, it's Hightower. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Tight left. Even. 4 down. Even. Ready. You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Strong right. Everyone's got 4 down. Ready. You waiting?
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
4 down. Alert.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. 58.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Tackle is made by Clinton McDonald.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You got 4. Ready. Like 5.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. A strong running. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Ready. Go. Here we go. I got 29.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down.
Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4 down. Check. Ready. Like 5. And 58 is the mic. Go 58.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. The defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Offense. Still third down.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Breeze on third down. Finding time. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Craig Robertson in on the stop. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Blue Whitey. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Ready. Blue Whitey.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Wasn't
very good at it.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whose kids were we talking about?
Bunch, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. Ready? You waiting?
Breeze now on first down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch left. Stop right there. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down following the run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. William Golston in on the stop.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
A first down throw for Winston. His throw incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A second down throw for Winston. Surveying the field. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. It's the Saints' new acquisition from the Rams, Nick Fairley, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
3rd and long for Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. Oh, look at the juke. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage, making the tackle keep Tandy. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
They come out here in the eye. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll give it to him here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and it just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were on the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Jameis now on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Jameis again. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A 1st down throw for Winston. Finding time. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Charles Sims, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation. And I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed. But the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Everyone's got 4 down. Ready, blue ready.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Bucs a 1st down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Fresh set of downs here. One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Winston now from the 50. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught. Shepard. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season. They got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Drops it off to Martin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Holding. Defense. A penalty is declined.
And this looks to probably be the final play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.